Hey guys, it's Ray here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing something that has never been done on art YouTube before. Today guys, I have a real life professional art teacher right here next to me. Guys, give a huge round of applause to Miss Wolfie. And just for privacy reasons, we're gonna go ahead and call her Miss Wolfie. She is actually an artist in real life, so if you would like to see her Instagram, but yes, she is a real teacher here on my channel. And today, Miss Wolfie over here is going to not only give me an assignment, she is going to grade it and judge it just like she would one of her students, except on a harsher level, I'm assuming. Ooh, yeah. So it's a real art assignment. I'm going to be executing it to the best that I can. This video is not going to be about how good the art is, right? It's going to be solely based on the assignment.
Yeah, there's different levels to looking at art. To basically understand within public education is that we are trying not to just grade on how aesthetically pleasing that art is or how well it's completed or composed. It's about basically understanding the fundamentals of what art is, the building blocks such as the elements of art and the principles of design.
So basically guys, this ain't no YouTuber trying to look good challenge. This is a real art assignment. Yeah. So
I am actually currently giving it to my students right now.
Oh really?
Yeah, I have a single class level actually going through and doing this exact project.
Are they failing?
Not yet.
Wow, that's comforting.
No, I think they're really upset because it's in watercolor. It's gonna be a watercolor illustration.
So do you want to go ahead and jump into the assignment and like break down? I have the actual lesson plan here with me today. You ready? I'm so nervous.
Let's do this! Okay, so the title of it that I gave it is Symbols for You.
Symbols for You.
The objective really of it is that you're gonna pick 3 items that represent who you are as a person, such as your personality.
Okay, so basically find symbolism with items that I have around the house?
No, it's like what you associate yourself with. It can be even things that spark a memory.
Oh.
I have a lot of students
this is gonna get so dark. I already have so many ideas.
Yeah, I have students who will pick small little representations like a stuffed animal, and out of nowhere they'll tell a story during critique, and some of them broke down crying because they would dig so deep within themselves and make it into a piece of art that it would ignite a strong emotion within them.
And that's really good because I haven't done any kind of like symbolism on my channel in a very long, I don't know if I've ever done it. I don't know if I've done it since college. So
dang, I don't know if like I checked it out, so I don't remember either on that one.
Now, okay, so we're not only going to be dealing with symbolism, but it also says here that I need to have a thoughtful composition. Please explain what a thoughtful composition.
Okay, you're using the principles of design to organize the elements of art. And so it's just like various aesthetics, making it just attractive and not just chaotic nonsense, because we're not doing the abstract.
So basically don't just have 3 random things floating on a piece of paper.
Yeah, like what our professor used to say, don't have them just like floating in space so they're not grounded or anything.
Okay,
it's
yes,
like,
I remember that from college. Okay. This is a really good assignment because not only does it deal with execution, it's also dealing with like an emotional side of artwork, a symbolic side of artwork. I did not expect you to throw this at me, but yeah, okay.
And just imagine I'm throwing it at small people, so.
Wow. Is there any last words, any final words you want to tell me?
Advice, like what I kind of give to my kids is that you're gonna screw up. You're gonna probably make a mistake. You're gonna be like, dang it, it's ruined, I must scrap it. Slow down, take your time, and realize that this one mistake can just lead you to a better path.
Okay.
And you're gonna be shocked by what you think you're capable of doing.
Ooh, I like that. That's good, I like that.
Yeah.
Well guys, Miss Wolfie, I will see you here in a few days with the final artwork presented and ready for you. And I'm so nervous. And
it's not gonna be that bad. You're not gonna die.
I might. So anyway, let's go ahead and get that started. Okay everybody, so the very first step to my homework assignment, which sounds so weird to say because I've been out of college for a hot minute now. But the first step is just setting up the still life, making it look nice, and just kind of like thinking of different ways of how I can make it look good. Now, for the 3 items that I picked, I ended up choosing a dog skull, a bright pink lipstick, and lastly, a laptop that I have. Now, as far as the arrangement goes, because apparently that was a big part of the assignment, I wanted to arrange it in a way that was reminiscent of, like, you know, Renaissance paintings and original still lifes from the masters, and just get some, like, heavy dark contrast in there, and I just wanted it to be like theirs. Ooh, I got some really nice reference photos going on. Yes! Look at that. Bowie, you like my reference photos? You like my reference photos? Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay, calm down, because we need to move on to the next part, which will be painting the thing. It's okay, can you for real calm down? She's like attacking me with her tongue. Okay, so now on to the next part, which is the actual painting process. And surprise, surprise, I am using none other than oil painting, because when I was in school, that was what I was studying. And this assignment honestly got me feeling like a kid in school again, because I'm doing things I have not done since I was in school. Like, for example, when is the last time on my channel that I've had to tactfully create a perspective background? Never, ever, you know? And so it's easy to blow off and think, you know, middle school assignment, I'll breeze through this. But no, this is actually teaching me something. This is making me work in new ways and problem solve in artwork, which is something I haven't done in a while, and it feels good. Now, for the painting, we're gonna have to put this in like hyper speed, man, because, you know, it's oil painting. It takes a long time to make an oil painting. It's much different than it is drawing. And I know what you're thinking, like, Ray, why would you pick oil painting if it takes so long? And the answer to that, real talk, is that I am still studying oil painting. I got a taste of it as a student, and I'm barely getting back into it. And that's why I admire and model myself so much after the old masters. You know what I'm saying? Like, it blows my mind that 500 years ago, these people were able to master this medium and this highlights and shadows and contrast and color wheel. Like, it blows my mind. And honestly, like, I want to learn their techniques. That's why I love it so much, and that's why I'm always like, I gotta be better. Next up, I will be working on the background. Now, this step is really important because I want to make it look like this random skull, this lipstick, it's in a room, there is a background, there is a foreground, and I really want to follow this specific rule because I don't know if you guys remember, but she said,
what our professor used to say, don't have them just like floating in space so they're not grounded or anything.
Do not have it floating in space. We actually went to the same college together, and yeah, we used to have a professor who would tell us that all the time, just like screaming it in our faces. Don't have it floating, you need to ground it. So because of that, every time I do it, even if it's just a simple drawing, I have to have like a heavy brim around it to like show this ain't floating in space. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so just a quick update. First of all, my dog, she's such a sweetie. She's been here this whole time just like chilling, and I love her. Love you, Bowie. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So I just started working on the background, you know, it's all starting to kind of come together, but I realized that she had mentioned colored the whole thing.
Yeah, that's kind of what a lot of my students struggle with. Like, they'll just like, oh, I'll color this one little section and leave the entire background white. The idea is you can't just leave this space, because we're talking about positive and negative space at one point in the classroom, is that you have to fill everything in with positive space.
And so, because of that, I decided last minute to, you know what, I'm gonna add in a little candle right here in the corner. That way it could add some depth, add a little something visual, and just add a little something that wasn't there before. And I'm glad that I added that, because that was 1/4 of the canvas that was completely blank. I definitely would have got docked some points. And finally, this leads us to the last part of the painting process,
which is actually pretty minor in comparison to everything else, but I'm just gonna add in some details here and there, fill things out that need to be filled out, add in some highlights, shadows, a little bit more depth, you know, add in a little bit of color, and just, you know, generally just get it all ready and finish it up. And yes, that includes getting it gallery ready, getting it presentable, and putting it in a frame, which was actually a lot of fun to go frame shopping.
All I know so far, it's in a frame.
It's in.
Is it in a frame, or is it hiding behind the frame?
Okay, whenever you're ready for it.
Dang.
Do you want me to leave you alone to grade it?
Leave me alone in my thoughts as I like drop down everything that's wrong with it.
Or write with it.
But no, let me just examine it for like a second and then we'll get back to you.
Okay, sounds good. She's gonna examine it.
A few moments later.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, I am too.
So how my grading system goes is just what was required: effort, participation, craftsmanship, and creativity.
Okay, so we're gonna be judged on these 4 things.
Obviously, you hit the nail on the head on that one.
Okay.
Mostly because it was very simple. You needed 3 objects all together. There you go. One of them is from an animal, so I can't get mad at it. It's just your interpretation, because that also goes back to like the effort idea, is that you obviously did, within the amount of time given, do the best of your ability.
Yes.
Okay? So those are 5 out of, like 5.
5 out of 5.
Those, the things out of it.
Next category is
We'll look at craftsmanship.
Okay.
Well, let's just get that one out of the way. Overall with craftsmanship, within my notes that I looked at, because kind of when you judge art, it's not just like, oh, sit back, relax, and look at it. It's actually kind of getting up close and personal with it. And the things that gave you a 4 out of 5 was because there was obvious look of pencil marks. Mm-hmm. With craftsmanship is also looking at your references. And knowing the one you're looking at. So I looked also on how candles show shadow. And that's what throws me off. I was like, does a candle really have that backdrop of a shadow? Mm-hmm. Because if it illuminates, it shouldn't have a shadow around it. Everything else will get the shadow. So it's going in and making sure your values are hitting where they're supposed to hit in the correct spots.
Okay.
And
that's a good one. I like that.
Going in but the overall concept of it, you did great with making it have depth. I actually gave you on that one a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Because overall it is a creative piece.
Okay.
It's just, it feels like maybe there could have been a little bit more oomph with those extra elements in it. Creativity was a 4 out of 5.
Creativity, 4 out of 5.
And then effort and participation was a 5.
And effort and participation, 4 out of 5. Okay?
Or no, 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Yeah, because you obviously got the participation down within the amount of time that you had.
Heck yeah. I'm into that. Right now, I just want to know, what is the ultimate grade of what you would rate this on a scale of 20 being the total points? What is the total grade?
You got an 18 out of 20.
Oh, that's good. I was literally expecting like a 4.
You got a 90.
Oh, hey! Yes, we're going out tonight. That's awesome! Wow, this has been a really wonderful thing. I'm so glad that you were on my channel. I truly did learn a lot. And guys, if you like this, would you be down for a part 2?
I would love a part 2, because I have resources. Maybe I can get like a quiz or something.
Ooh, yeah.
From someone even more in depth with the art scene than I am.
So anyway, guys, Miss Wolfie, thank you so much for being on my channel.
Thank you for having me. It's been amazing.
Yes, it's been wonderful. If you'd like to follow her art Instagram, boom, it's right here. Mine's right here. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you next video.
Peace.
Bye.